My name is Simon Miller. It's my son, Tate Miller, and on the camera is my other son, Zeke Miller. We are recording today to share some training videos to let you know what you can do when you're cooped up at home, got some cabin fever, kids are bouncing off the walls, I've been sitting behind a computer all day, I need a break. I have to make sure that my clothes still fit. I have to go back into a suit at some point, and I want to give you guys a chance to do some exercise with your kids. So there's two parts to this. One is we're going to do a technical explanation of boxing, and then the other part of that is some of the workouts and exercise that you can do with a few pieces of equipment around home, or things that are easily acquired through through Amazon or through the means. So hopefully some of the stuff is around the garage. So the first thing is we have a pull-up bar. It was something I think about $25, bought off of Amazon, goes above the door, so we'll cover that. Skipping ropes. Hopefully you have one. Ideally to measure a skipping rope, you know if it's the right length or not. Kind of fold in half, should come up to your armpit, so you know it's the right length. And you have this BOSU ball, and we'll do some other exercises in terms of like balance and so on it. So starting with boxing, you come over here. The first thing is whether you're left-handed or right-handed. I happen to be right-handed, so my right foot's going to go back, and I've drawn two lines here. I've drawn two lines for Tate, two lines for me, and this is to show that we don't want your feet standing like this. People tend to stand like this and do all kinds of weird, unbalanced things. So have your feet just apart a little bit. I like to turn my toes in a little bit. Bend your knees. Stick your bum out and bend your knees a little bit. Get that weight down and keep that weight on your back leg. Next thing is I've got my chin down. I'm looking through my eyebrows. I've got my body turned a little bit, so I'm protecting myself, and I've got my elbows in to protect my ribs. My hands are up, just a little bit in front of my face. When I'm going to do a jab, is the old 1-2 in boxing. I'm going to do the jab. Is I want this hand to come straight out in a straight line, and at the last second I'm going to turn it over. Now in terms of fist, never ever do this. Never put your thumbs inside your hands, keep your thumbs on the outside, and as you bring your hand out at the last second it's going to turn over. And the reason why we're doing that is because we don't want to see any kind of chicken wings. So the jab is going to come out and it's going to come back. Keep your hands up, out, and then you can start to step with the jab as well. Now it's going to bring it in, keep those hands up, those elbows in. For the right hand, now for the cross, is I'm going to be twisting the hips and the shoulders, twisting, rotating through, and the hand's going to come through, and the same thing, it's going to twist and the last second come over, because the striking part is the two knuckles on your hands. Now what I'm doing is I'm keeping weight on my back leg. I am not throwing myself forward, I'm rotating around, letting the arm come out like this. So 1-2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The idea here is that this is not boxer size. This is something that I never teach or train as boxer size. You see lots of programs that will teach you how to throw punches. Anytime I coach and I train, we always teach people how to be boxers first. Even if you never step in a ring, even if you never do any kind of full contact, I still want you to look good while you're working out. So jab, cross, jab, cross, and then over time you can speed it up a little faster, snap it out. One thing though, do not hyperextend your elbow. Okay, this is not a good time for anybody to be going to the hospital with preventable injuries. So do not hyperextend those elbows. If you don't have a heavy bag to hit, then you have to make sure you have to keep just a little bit of a bend in your elbow. So again, jab, reverse, and you can speed it up. If you notice, my back foot is turning as I'm throwing that reverse punch. Jab, reverse. Keep those elbows in. So we're not doing chicken wings, right? No chicken wings, no swimming, and no punching down and bullying little kids, okay? So keep your hands up, punch straight out, keep those elbows in, look through the eyebrows, keep your chin tucked in and protect your chin. So that's the technical portion. Now, in terms of the workout portion, are you ready? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start off with a jog. Let's get the sweater off here. Hang on. We'll start with a jog around the block. So, we'll start for a jog and stop the camera. All right. Tate, how you feeling?
Good.
You totally ran the whole way and didn't stop. Okay. So now come over here. Ready? 2 hands. No, no, no. This is boxing. Come on, come on. Ready? 2 hands. Start. Ready? 2 hands. Nope, nope. Come on. Go. 1, 2. 3. 4. All right, you get the point. You can do as many of those as you want. Those are wind sprints. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is some chin-ups. This bar we got, there's 3 different grip positions. So one is from here. And the trick here is not to use your body, not to use the momentum of your body. Let's start off nice and slow. You can start down low, you can start halfway up. Kids a little shorter, start on a stool. Pull it up, hold it, slowly down, and slowly up. So it's one like this. You can do hands like this, same idea. Slowly up, slowly down. Or cross hand, slowly up, slowly down. Or you can bring your hands this way, again slowly up, and slowly down. Start with small sets. I'm gonna do a couple things. The idea here, nope, don't throw your body out, that's cheating.
What? Well, I'm so much shorter.
Try again, try again, one more. If you only do one at first or half one, that's okay.
I'm so much shorter.
Each day you'll get a little stronger. Try to do sets of 3. So maybe do 3, take a break for your kids. Let's just take a quick break and talk about how it'll make it fun. Number 1, don't want to push it too hard. Start off slow. Try to make a game out of it. The nice thing about what we did on the wind sprints on the sidewalk is every second slab is that they can then time themselves, compare themselves to the previous time, and they can compare themselves to their friends. So you can make it as a competition where you can't be with your friends, but at least you can still compete with your friends, and you just keep track of the time. Important to get a good night's sleep. You want to stay healthy, especially in these days. You want to make sure you have lots of water, good nutrition. Make sure you're well hydrated. If your kid is tired or thirsty or hungry, it's not going to be a fun game for them. And if you also want to make it fun, if they get good at their boxing, Tate is more of a dance thing, but let them hit your stomach, right? Go for it. Go for it. Okay, that's good. All right, thank you. So it makes it fun, all right? Make sure they don't hurt their wrists though. Okay, so next thing is, I want to do some squats. So the squats, keeping the bum out, bending, keeping your knees so behind your big toes. You don't want your knees to go in front of your toes. So squat down, get 9 degrees. Keep your hands up and down. You can try different routines. You can just go up and down for 30 seconds. You can go down and hold it for 10-15 seconds, and you can also do squat jumps. Have to be ready for all those basketball shots, right? So it's a matter of squats, and again, decide what the routine is going to be, the amount of time, amount of squats, and so on. The next thing is push-ups. So going back to this bar here, what I like about this bar is it's easier on the wrists, and also helps make sure the hands are in position, and make sure the hands stay underneath the shoulders and keep the back and neck straight. So going down, and again, this is not about speed, it's quality more important than quantity. So up and down, you can hold it for 10 seconds, or 15 seconds. You could do little short, shallow ones, or you can do full push-ups. Want to try a couple, Tate? Is it back straight? Head up, don't put your head down. What a lot of kids will do is they'll cheat. All right, one more. There you go. Okay, that's good. Now next one is you can do some tricep dips. So same thing with this bar. You can do this anywhere. It doesn't have to be this bar, it could be a bench. Just tricep dips. And again, nice and slow. And you can plan out what the repetitions are. For example, maybe you do a set of 10, take a break, do another set of 10. And down, that's working the triceps. You want to do a couple? keep your back straight. Try to bring your bum down between your hands. There you go. All right, so next thing we want to do is work our abs. That's good. There's a few different ways you can work your abs. If you have a towel, or if you have a yoga mat, you can bring them out. Sit on the grass if it's dry, whatever works best. So there's a few things that you can do. One is you can go on your forearms and just hold your feet out, curl your toes back. You can do that for a period of time. You can do little scissor kicks or flutter kicks, and scissor kicks. You can bring your legs up and down, but only not too high, only 45 degrees. Nice and slow. You can do that. You can always kick your feet in and out like this. In and out. Try that. You can try scissors. Touch your toes. Oops, lost my balance. Up. Touch your toes. A little different on a driveway. And then finally there's the bicycle. Now the bicycle, can you show me the bicycle? Sort of. You're kicking your knees in and out, and you're keeping your back flat, and you're touching your elbow to your opposite knee. You're kicking your leg out, nice and straight. There's lots of good videos on how to do a proper bicycle. You can check those out. Some people it hurts their lower back. If any of this hurts your back at any point, lower back, stop. It's not worth getting injured. So after you've done some of the ab routine or ab workout, then we can switch to skipping. Which rope do you want? Speed rope? The red rope. So again, you can do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 1 minute on, 30 seconds off. Pick the routine you want to do. And the trick here when you're skipping is stay nice and relaxed. Just have to just barely jump. Some people move their arms and hands and wrists too much. Just look at the wrist. As you get better, you can go a little faster. And then you can start double unders. So once you get comfortable, if you get really good, you can do a bunch of double unders back to back, which I'm still working on. And then with other ropes, depending on the type of rope, I'm try speed rope. Get some speed in there. You can try other tricks. Got crossovers. Try different tricks like that. Want to try crossover?
No, I can't.
Those ropes are a little tricky because it hurts if you miss. Okay, so next one, you want to try balancing one foot on the bocce ball? One foot, balance on one foot, catch. How do you balance? Bend your knee. There you go. You bend your knee, you'll better balance. Try that like. Ready? Try again. There you go. And then we do some shadow boxing after that. Right? Face the camera. Remember, you don't have the lens in front of you. Palm the feet down. Right? Turn around, throw some punches. Keep your weight in your back leg. We haven't shown people how to do any kind of hooks, so stick to the 1-2. Save the advanced stuff for another lesson. There you go. Now move your head a bit. Now facing me. Don't punch me. Okay, keep those elbows in. Move the head. Right. Now throw some punches out. So you pretend to hit me and I'll pretend to move. So don't make contact. You don't have your boxing license, so you can't make contact. There you go. And now finally for a cool down, which is important, we can do some basic stretching. So there's all kinds of cool downs you can look up online, but some of the ones I like: spread your legs out, bring your hands down between your toes, pull your elbows down, stick your bum out. One stretch. Bring your hands out a bit. Bring your feet together. Down. If your parents like to do yoga, they'll know what stretches you can do. Anything you can do, bring 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Make sure your leg is 9 degrees. Bring the leg down. Again, there's different variations. And switch legs. Again, keep this knee 9 degrees. Keep the back leg straight. Stick your chest out, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Especially if you've been sitting behind a computer all day, squeeze those shoulder blades together. And whatever other stretching that you like to do to cool yourself off. That's the end of our workout. Thank you for joining us.